Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. EU leaders said to have narrowed their differences over recovery fund as summit enters its fourth day. http ntvforex.com news ID FB765D 7/20/2020 10:015 am. Notes observations. EU leader S enters into its fourth day with a compromise proposal gaining traction on recovery fund. Brexit negotiations continue but hopes for any swift agreement is evaporating. Asia. Japan June trade balance 268.8 BV 11.9 B adjusted trade balance 423.9 BV 331.1 B exports YY 26.2% V 24.7% E 19th straight decline. China Banking and Insurance Regulatory Commission SBIRC-TOL allow insurers to invest up to 45% of their total assets recorded at the end of the previous quarter in equity investments. Note currently capped at 30% of their total assets. China government took over 9 financial firms for a period of 1 year, cited certain rule violations. China Industry Association reported to open probes into 8 brokerages over its unusually low bond underwriting fee structure. China Finance Ministry official China will prevent local government debt risks, will not relax controls on bond issuance due to virus situation. China LBOC left the 1-year and 5-year loan prime rates LPRS unchanged for its third straight hold as expected. Coronavirus. Total global cases over 14.5 m with total deaths over 600k prior. WHO global daily new cases rose by nearly 260k over the past 24 hours, largest daily increase. Hong Kong Chief Exec Lam orders new social distancing measures following recent surge in coronavirus cases. Lam says the situation is really critical and sees no sign that it is under control. Europe. EU's Michel said to have presented a compromise proposal with a new basis for an agreement is 390B in grants. EU's Frugal 4 aka EU holdouts said to be prepared to accept 390B in grants for EU Recovery Fund. EU leaders stood at an impasse after 3 days of negotiations over a plan to revive economies impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Differences continued over recovery fund design and what strings to attach for countries it would benefit. German Chancellor Merkel and France President Macron said to have walked out on Netherlands PM Rutte in EU stimulus dispute. Meeting ended abruptly in a dispute over how much of the package should be disbursed as grants and how much as loans. Netherlands PM Rutte said to have demanded that one country could block payouts to member states if they fail to meet reform commitments. ECB Chief Lagarde better for EU leaders to agree to an ambitious financial aid package as opposed to having a quick deal at any cost. Americas. New round of coronavirus stimulus package negotiations to begin at the White House on Monday. Senate Majority Leader McConnell, Treasury Secretary Mnuchin and others to be present. Speakers fixed income FX commodities erratum. Equities. Indices STOXX 6000.10% at 373.08, FTSE 0.34% at 6268.65, DAX 0.41% at 12,970.50, CAC 40 0.05% at 5,072.02, IBEX 35 0.18% at 7,427.00, FTSE MIB 0.05% at 20,409.50, SME 0.10% at 10,421.05, SAMP P 500 futures 0.18%. Market focal points. Key themes. European indices open modestly lower across the board, but later turned around to perform mixed. Better sectors include consumer staples and healthcare. Underperforming sectors include energy and consumer discretionary. Reportedly Intesa raises bid for UBA. Synergen reports significant improvement in outcome from COVID treatment study. GlaxoSmithKline enters collaboration agreement with CureVac for mRNA vaccine development. Earnings expected in upcoming U.S. session include Halliburton and Manpower Group. Equities. Consumer discretionary. Villeroy AMP BOC VIB 3.de 2% earnings. Financials. Julius Baer Baer.ch 3.5% earnings. Healthcare Koninklijke Philips Via.nl 4% earnings, Synergen SNG.UK 194% study results, Valneva VLA.FR 11% UK government vaccine program. Technology Amigo AMGO.UK 18% earnings chairman designate. Speakers. ECB Esta Guindos Spain reiterated council view that Q2 GDP contraction to be slightly better than expected in line with recent ECB press conference. Netherlands PM Rutte stated that was overall making progress in EU summit but still close to failure, talks could still fall apart. EU Michel working on a new compromise proposal. France Finance Min Le Maire EU stimulus deal is possible and necessary. Poland Central Bank's hard excessive rate cuts made central bank policy less effective. Currencies fixed income. Euro USD probed 4-month highs as the EU leader summit entered into its fourth day. The continuing of talks suggested that a deal on the composition of the recovery fund could be possible. Reports circulated that EU's Frugal 4 aka EU holdouts were be prepared to accept 390B for grants in the makeup of the EU Recovery Fund. The break of 1.15 would establish a fresh 2020 high and open the door for a test towards the 1.20 neighborhood. Economic data. De Germany June PPI 0.0% v 0.2% EYY 1.8% v 1.7% E. EU Eurozone May current account balance 8.0 BV 14.3 B prior. CH Swiss weekly total sight deposits 691.5 billion Swiss francs v 688.6 B prior. Domestic sight deposits 618.5 BV 613.5 B prior. PL Poland June sold industrial output 13.9% v 6.5% EYY 0.5% v 6.9% E. PL Poland June PPI 0.4% v 0.1% EYY 0.8% v 1.0% E. TW Taiwan June export orders YY 6.5% v 1.2% E. IT Italy May current account balance 2.3 BV 1.0 B prior. GR Greece May current account balance 0.9 BV 1.1 B prior. HK Hong Kong June unemployment rate 6.2% v 6.4% E. B Belgium July consumer confidence index v19 prior. Fixed income issuance. None seen. Looking ahead. NG Nigeria Central Bank interest rate decision expected to leave interest rate unchanged at 12.50%. IL Israel Central Bank July minutes. 0530 to Germany to sell combined 8.0 B in 6-month and 12-month BU bills. 0530 NL Netherlands Debt Agency DSTA to sell 2.04.0 B in 3-month and 9-month bills. 0530 ZA South Africa announces details of upcoming IL bond sale held on Fridays. 0600 to German Bundesbank monthly report. 0600 IL Israel to sell bonds. 0600 RO Romania to sell RON 500M in 4.15% 2028 bonds. 0645 US daily Libor fixing. 0700 in India announces details of upcoming bond sale held on Fridays. 0725 BR Brazil Central Bank Weekly Economists Survey. 0800 UK Daily Baltic Dry Bulk Index. 0830 CA Canada June Terranet House Price Index HPIMM No ESTV 1.1% prior YY No ESTV 6.0% prior House Price Index No ESTV 236.55 prior. 0850 FR France Debt Agency AF to sell 7.28.8 B in 3-month, 6-month and 12-month bills 4 tranches. 0945 EU ECB Weekly QE Bond Buying Update. 10.00 EU leaders continue talks on recovery fund. 10.40 IE ECB's Lane Ireland, Chief Economist. 11.10 UK Bo Haldane Chief Economist. 11.30 US Treasury to sell 13-week and 26-week bills. 16.00 US Weekly Crop Progress Report. 1700 KR South Korea June PPIYY no ESTV 1.7% prior. 1930 Australia ANZ Roy Morgan Weekly Consumer Confidence Index no ESTV 91.6 prior. 1930 JP Japan June National CPIYY 0.1% EV 0.1% prior CPIX Fresh Food Core YY 0.1% EV 0.2% prior CPIX Fresh Food Energy Core YY 0.4% EV 0.4% prior. 2000 KR South Korea July 1, 20-day imports YY no ESTV 12.0% prior exports YY no ESTV 7.5% prior. 2130 ORBA July minutes. 2230 ORBA Gov low. 2300 NZ New Zealand June credit card spending no ESTV 54.3% prior YY no ESTV 21.1% prior. 2330 HK Hong Kong to sell 3-month and 6-month bills. 2330 JP Japan to sell 6-month bills. 2335 JP Japan to sell 20-year JGB bonds. 2300 CN China to sell 10-year upsized special government bonds. BR Brazil July CNI Industrial Confidence. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.